Proximity coverage only. Extraction called. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Let's go around the hill.
High threat enemy patrol detected. Hostile striker drone detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. Landmark has been cleared. Serious trauma detected. Contaminated gear detected.
I'm heading to the extraction if you want to come.
Contaminated gear detected. Extraction called for. System curtailed. Immediate medical assistance needed. System restored. Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Helo almost at extraction zone. Hostile artillery turret detected. Now detecting contaminated gear. Helo arrived. Agent. Killed. Safe area entered. Reception limited. Proximity coverage only. Helo is headed back. Gear detected. Vital signs critical. System malfunctioning. System back online. System disrupted. System activated. Hostile artillery turret detected. Detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected.
Air delivery service inbound.
Extraction called. System curtailed. Hostile Mender Seeker mine detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. System restored. Extraction helo almost within range. System disrupted. Helo is on site. Enemy patrol detected. System back online. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Seconds. We're going. Cargo extraction begun. Cargo loaded. Ready to go.
Helo is returning to base. Contaminated gear detected. Enemy patrol detected. detecting contaminated gear. Landmark engaged. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Can't get a shot off. Almost longer.
Vital signs critical. Serious trauma detected. Contaminated gear detected. Landmark has been cleared. Now detecting contaminated gear. Contaminated gear detected. Contaminated gear retrieved. Incoming hostiles detected.
You're in my shot! Gotta get moving! Running low on armor here!
Incoming hostiles detected. Contaminated gear detected.
Can't keep it up forever! Fucking grenade! Into the...
Creeping up on me! Taking heavy fire!
Chopper inbound.
Extraction gone. System curtailed. Vital signs critical. Hostile volunteer drone detected. System reactivated. Hero almost at extraction zone. Contaminated gear detected.
Helo in place.
Helo arrived.
Pickup initiated. Chopper will leave in 30 seconds. Seconds until we leave. Extraction completed.
Helo is headed back.
Leave it to me.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Shit armor. Don't worry, I got this. Ooh, suppressor.
Contaminated gear detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Use the hands over here!
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent out of action. Agent vital signs 0. Safe area detected.
Well, I can say, yeah, the Dark Zone now, this Dark Zone anyway, not all of them, but the PVE Dark Zone, it feels like you have cerebral palsy. That's basically what it's like. It's like you're just, yeah, jacked up. Like perpetually feel like you have been hit with a status effect for disorientation or whatever. So, as you can see, reloading speed is less, like, I mean, yeah, it's like, I guess you have to keep using these things to, these treatment things, the canisters you find or whatever, to make that go away, but it never really completely goes away. For the first like 2 minutes in the game, or in that Dark Zone, you feel kind of normal. So it's definitely not an environment you're going to want to stay in for a prolonged period of time. It feels like you're playing the Division 1. That's the best way I can explain it. Like when you play in the Division 1, though, you're used to that. You're expecting that. You're expecting that draggy feeling. Reload speed being just ridiculously long. Like a good 6 to 7 seconds reload for a machine gun. Or 4 seconds for an assault rifle. As you say, you're taking more damage. Yeah. And your movement speed is slow as shit. So, I don't know.
Hostile striker drone detected.
I don't think this was the best move exactly, but I think they could have just invested, in putting in new Dark Zones. I don't really, as everyone knows, I'm not really a Dark Zone player, so. But I used to mess around in the Dark Zone. In Division 1, I played in the Dark Zone. Division 2, I played in the Dark Zone for the first couple of years of gameplay. And then I just kind of lost interest because there are people, who are just like douchebags who basically just go in there not to clear landmarks and open Dark Zone caches and do drops and stuff, like airdrops, but just to fuck with other players, just to be douchebags. And a lot of them have freaking YouTube channels and they think it's all cute and shit, but I mean, yeah, it's really just, I don't know. I've never liked the entire Dark Zone thing. The whole idea, the way Dark Zone can be enjoyable is you have to go in with your friends, always as a team of 4, and it has to be, everybody is, kitted up to the max. And then if some jerk off tries to come and just screw with you, go rogue and try to fuck with you and steal your shit, they're probably going to get ripped up unless they're cheating. I mean, like, yeah, usually these dudes who are going around just hunting other players are usually alone or maybe with one other guy. Usually they don't travel in groups of 4 because they're afraid the more people in their group, the better chance one of their little homeboys is going to blow their brains out too. The second they see them getting heavily worked by someone with a really powerful build. Because, I mean, it's like, how can you trust, you know, your fellow player when your team is all about screwing over players? You know what I mean? So they usually don't roll in groups larger than 2. If you see 2 dudes coming towards your group or whatever, or you're alone and you see 2 guys, 1 or 2 guys heading straight towards your location trying to pulse you, it's probably someone who's going to go rogue, if they're not rogue already, to try to mess you up and take your shit. Even though the loot in here is really nothing, you know, incredible anyway, so I don't understand. Maybe now with some of these new things, like, you know, the new brands that are being dropped and stuff, like I got a few items out of this. Let's take a look here. Where's our cache here? Based on what I extracted, most of the stuff I got is just the normal crap, so I just broke it down for DZ, whatever that stuff's called, tech, or, you know, I know it was called tech in the, I think it was called tech in the first division, but I broke it down for DZ resources. So 99% of the stuff I just break down for DZ resources. Pick up a bunch of crap, break it down, pick up a bunch of crap, break it down, and just continue that process over and over. But I did get a few things that I don't have that I want to donate. Yaw gear, for example. I can donate
Incoming
this.
cargo plane with dark zone drop.
Benefactor. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage 3 to 20% for 20 seconds, 1 to 15 if self. So I don't really play with a lot of other players. I do back some people up sometimes and whatever, but yeah, Benefactor, Edelweiss. This is part of this new brand. This is one that, again, I would more recommend. Like, I don't know why. I think I extracted these just to meet the challenge.
Incoming dark zone drop.
Small sample canister cache, all this crap can just be broken down. And yeah, but yeah, I mean, as you could see, it's all right, but it's like, it probably looks like I'm just like drunk or something from a viewer's perspective, but that's obviously not what's going on.
Dark zone drop available.
It's very, everything feels very draggy. I had to change to Bob the Builder because I needed something I could build armor as I'm fighting, and that's why I went with that. But yeah, it's, you know, that's definitely not a, again, yeah, I already have a Benefactor. Whoa, what the hell happened? Well, that's weird. Why the hell did it boot me in the middle? I was freaking... Well, this thing has been acting squirrely today. There's probably network issues and stuff due to the last patch, but yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, there was never... Like, my internet is awesome. I have a gig of fiber, and I ran all the cable myself. So I know it's not my internet connection. It could just be, you know, I need to, I might have to reset my router, but I doubt it's my internet connection. This has just been acting squirrely all day, so. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, it's kind of, it's tricky. It's definitely not the traditional model, which is cool that they're doing something new, but I was hoping it would be more something like, obviously it's summertime, so they can't really do survival, but I guess they're trying to do survival, but survival is just like this is when you're gonna run out of, you're gonna get sick and die, not like making you all jacked up so you can barely function. You know, that's kind of different. So, I'm not too big of a fan of that. However, it is, it's something different and new. So, um, I do appreciate that, and I think it's cool that they're. Oh, yeah, look at this position in queue. What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down for now and just. Well, anyway, that was that. So there's the Dark Zone, PVE Dark Zone.